The narrative of global power is shifting rapidly in 2026, and at the heart of this transformation is a group of African nations that have moved from the periphery to the center of international decision-making. For decades, the continent was often discussed in terms of its challenges, but today, countries like Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, Morocco, and Ethiopia are leveraging their unique strengths to dictate the terms of their own development. This evolution is driven by a combination of digital innovation, control over critical green energy resources, and a newfound diplomatic assertiveness that has forced traditional superpowers to rethink their engagement strategies. Kenya has emerged as a primary architect of the digital age, moving far beyond its early reputation as a mobile money pioneer. In 2026, Nairobi functions as a global hub for artificial intelligence governance. By launching one of the first comprehensive national AI policies in the global south, Kenya is ensuring that technological advancements are culturally and economically relevant to its citizens. For instance, M-Pesa, the country's mobile banking system, has transformed financial operations by making nearly all transactions cashless in both the public and private domains. The same applies to the ongoing construction of Konza Smart City, expected to be completed early 2030s, that will function as a regional technological hub. This techplomacy has made the country a vital bridge between Western tech giants and African markets, positioning it as a leader in ethical data usage and digital sovereignty.
That is why we are going to be investing in at least an ICT hub in every ward. We intend to create another 1 million.
South Africa continues to wield significant influence through its sophisticated financial systems and its role as a reformative voice in global organizations. Having recently concluded a landmark presidency of the G20, the nation has successfully pushed for a permanent seat for the African Union within that body. This shift has allowed South Africa to lead a coalition demanding fairer credit ratings and debt relief mechanisms for developing countries. South Africa is also a member of BRICS, an economic bloc made up of countries whose citizens makes up nearly half of the world's population. By challenging the traditional architecture of the IMF and World Bank, South Africa is working to ensure that the global financial system supports, rather than hinders, African growth.
Now more than ever, we are called upon to uphold the values and advance the purpose of the United Nations.
Nigeria remains a demographic and creative powerhouse, but in 2026, its influence is increasingly defined by its drive for information sovereignty. With the largest economy on the continent, Nigeria is investing heavily in domestic tech infrastructure to ensure that the massive amounts of data generated by its youthful population are used to benefit local industries. The focus has shifted from exporting raw materials to developing high-value digital services and AI-driven intelligence, making the country an essential partner for any global entity looking to tap into the future of the digital economy. On the northern coast, Morocco has transformed itself into a vital energy gateway for Europe. Through massive investments in solar and wind power, such as the Noor Ouarzazate complex, the country is now exporting green electricity across the Mediterranean. The 2026 progress on subsea cable projects directly linking Moroccan sunshine to the United Kingdom's power grid illustrates how Africa is becoming the power plant for a post-carbon world. Meanwhile, in East Africa, Ethiopia is utilizing its massive hydroelectric potential to become a regional energy exporter, providing the electricity needed to fuel industrialization across the Horn of Africa. Projects such as the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam presents the country as one of the leaders in clean energy production and use, aligning the nation's development with global aspirations of reducing the carbon footprint. The country also joined BRICS in 2024, giving it significant influence on the global scene. The country hosts African Union's headquarters, making a pivotal player in the continent. These 5 nations are proving that the African century is not a distant prophecy but a current reality. However, the country's leadership need to ensure that the policies and structures that they introduce are sustainable to solidify their position in global leadership.